Boys and girls, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. I'm wearing a coat because I'm literally now about to go out, as always, last minute Nathan. You sort of get the gist now. Obviously I'm filming this at like almost 9 o'clock Saturday night. You're watching this Sunday, so obviously I cut things fine, innit? I've been saying for weeks I'm going to sort it out, but oh well. I haven't died just yet, so we're doing good anyway. So today is part 22, I think, of my car rating series. If you're not already involved and you're new to the channel, basically, I'll just long story short, give you one thing I like, one thing I don't like, or a few things, whatever. Basically just rate your car pretty much. If you're not involved, go on my Instagram, N77BMX, send me your favourite photo of your car and I'll add you to the list. It's quite a long list, but what I've started doing now to keep the variety, I've been mixing it up. So if there's some people that have been waiting a while, that's because, yeah, you get it. Basically, I've been mixing it up, trying to keep variety, because the first few videos were a bit, you know, obviously you got to understand, I put this in a few like car pages, Mark IV Golf, E60 obviously, because I've got a lot of them. So if you see one or two of them, or more than one in each video of them cars, that's why. EP3s as well. So sick cars are coming, but just bear with me, I need to get rid of a lot of Mark IVs and E60s first. So we're pretty much going to get straight to it. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button for me and like this video, and drop a comment of what car was your favourite, because obviously I'm interested. So let's get straight to it. So speaking of E60s, first up, here we have this sort of grey one. It's a different shade of grey compared to mine. I don't know how I feel about it. It's a bit lighter. I think it looks good, but it's a bit strange. So straight away I'm going to say I'm not a big fan of the quad tips. Yeah, other than that, obviously, it is quite a standard looking sort of car. I think, obviously, grey and black, you can't really go wrong. It's got BMW on the number plate, like, you know, every other E60 to be fair. As you know, it's more like newer BMWs, isn't it? BMWs are becoming the new Jag. You know, every Jag you see has, like, Jag on the number plate. Basically, that's the new BMW nowadays, isn't it? But I sort of like how, like, you know, classy it is, I guess. Sort of classy with like a bit of a chavvy sort of look. Black wheels, obviously. Like I say, spiders. Not the biggest fan. I've got hair somewhere. Calf. It needs to be lower, and the roof ring's sick. I like the roof ring, but one thing I do hate, and I think I've said it before, is the M Sport spoiler. Every time I look at my car, honestly, I just look at it and go, like, you know what I mean? I look at the back end and I'm thinking, nah. And the back box on mine is wham. Like, I mean, it's like my head. And obviously, if you're new to the channel, I've got a off head. So yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about that. It's got the roof wing, which I want for mine, and I want like a ducktail sort of wing. I think I've shot it in a video ages ago, but it looks sick, yeah. Just basically, follow me on Instagram and you'll see all the shit I do to my cars. I've got an E36 and an E60, long story short. Also, E60, when you see this Sunday, next Saturday, I'm going to Southampton. Well, I'm not actually going there. The guy's from Southampton. I think he's meeting me closer because he's an absolute legend. Name's Nathan as well. And I'm test fitting his wheels, and if they fit, I'm having them. So it's kind of mad. Like, they are the wheels that got me into cars. Like, literally, it's that deep. Like, they are honestly savage. So fingers crossed they fit. If they fit the 60, I'm having them. One thing I do just want to add about this car, actually, is I feel like it needs tinted rear lights. Just to go with the whole, like, chavvy sort of look, you know what I'm saying? Because realistically, you don't get your wheels done black unless you carry, like, a strap in your pocket and a massive blade or something, do you know what I mean? Full-on roadman spec, sort of drug dealer and that. And tints all round, and this thing would just be... Alright, so I'm going to stop rambling on. Next up we have this EP3, because you can sort of get the gist. Obviously, like I say, I put it in a lot of forums, and primarily EP3, E60 and Mark IV forums. There is other sick cars, just trust me. Now, obviously there's not a whole lot done to this, to be fair, but like to the eye. I look at it's got a Mugen wing, which is sick. I really like them. I feel like it needs I think it's the facelift rear lights, or pre-facelift, that all red. I'm not a big, you know what I mean, I haven't got a massive knowledge about EP3s and that, but I think the all red rears, even imagine clears, savage. To be fair, I've got a mate quite local to here, I say a white Civic. It has been painted, it is a sport, but you'll see it in one of these videos. I'm going to make sure it's the thumbnail because the thing is unreal. Anyway, less of that. The wheels, what are they? I think they're rotors, are they? I think they're rotors, which is like a work rep. This is where I find that they're real works, and the geese are going to come to the house and slash me. But I just feel like tyres are a bit too big. Drop the tyre size. I'm not a big fan of wind deflectors. The wind deflectors make it look a bit strange. I know it sounds so stupid, but other than that, drop it a bit more. Smaller tyres, probably some chunky slicks would look sick. And yeah, just hit VTEC everywhere pretty much, lad, and sick. So next up, we have this Mark IV Golf with a Bora front end. So what do they call it? Is it a Gora or a Bolf? But I think it can't. I've never been a big lover of a Bora front end, man, to be honest with you. A load of people do it to the wagons. I'm not a big fan. It does look alright. It's so trippy though. There's a few around here, and you see a Bora, and you just see it coming towards you. And normally, you know, obviously if they do that, it's going to be modified, isn't it? Really, no one just has a Golf and just sticks a Bora front end on it. Obviously they're into modifying. So you notice something, clocks my eye, and I'm like, oh, Bora. Because I'm out for, and I'm like, bruh. So yes, I guess that's kind of cool. See, you've got some sort of steering wheel going on. One thing I will say is I really dislike if they're FreeSTM 05 or 05 reps, whatever they are. Not a fan of them, I'm going to be honest. The tyres are a bit big. I'm just not a big lover of these wheels. I don't know what it is, I just don't really like them. But I see you've got stubby mirrors, that's kind of cool. Big front mount as well, which is cool. Yeah, to be fair, all in all, it's different, isn't it? Like, and it is kind of cool. The only thing I can personally say I'm not a big fan of are the wheels. Other than that, it's pretty decent, man. Just got back from the toilet because I have just nutted a little bit. This thing is honestly ridiculous, man. This is the car of the video, and I'm going to say it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the best car that has been in any of these videos. This thing is unreal. Now, E30s basically are the car that got me into cars, and basically how me and my missus met. Now, this is a bit of a weird story. She had a photo on her wall and she put it on her Instagram of an E30, and basically I had the same photo on my wall, exactly the same photo of Google Images, which is really weird. And she put it on a story. Obviously I slid in denial. I was like, that's a sick car. She was like, yeah, it's my dream car. And I was like, marry me? No, but for real though, just so, oh, E30s, unreal. I really wanted one. Then I saw the 36. Basically, long story short, I'm going to give you a little insight. The photo that got me into cars, if I can find it, I'm going to drop it now. If I don't, I'll tell you. It's a red 36 next to a red E30. If you've just seen the photo, this is pointless me saying it, but yeah, it's a sick photo. Basically, they're parked on an angle. I'm getting that tattooed on both my thighs, like the E30 and the 36. Now, they've always been my favourite chassis of any car ever, the 36 and the E30. Like, oh, they're just unreal. And I've slowly started to go more towards the 36, but the E30 will always have a massive place on my heart. Like, it's just unreal. The BBSs, which are real, spoke to the owner, they are real. I see the Sparco buckets in there, full cage. I can't remember what engine it is, but the thing is just unreal. Like, a solid 10 out of 10 for me, man. Like, honestly, I'm actually speechless. Like, I did actually mention about doing a video to the owner, so if the owner's watching this, drop me a message, because I will travel to film this. It is that savage. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. Best car of the videos. Best car of any of these videos. It's just like, just the whole like red look with a red centre caps, chrome wheels, like the whole like classic but little bit of a tracky sort of a stunty vibe. Like, oh, it's just honestly like, oh, it's madness. Like, it looks clean as well. Only thing I'm gonna say, because it's only fair to say something I want to change, even about my favourite car, is the clear front indicators. You need clear sides in the wing. Obviously they're amber still. Change them for clears, and other than that, like 10 out of 10. Honestly, like if I match with this on Tinder, like, sorry Layla, like you're off skis, innit? I do be kind of joking. Layla is kind of sick. Right. Next up, we have another BMW. We have this 1 Series. I rate it, to be fair. What is that, like an M2 sort of style front bumper with that splitter? That looks sick. Wheels, I think it needs different wheels, if I'm honest. I don't think the wheels work with it. Roof rack, maybe rides. Or maybe the person that owns this rides. If you're watching this, tell me. Don't like the number plate where that is. Not a big fan of like side plates and that sort of shit, to be honest with you. Unless you have a big front mount and you have to, you know what I'm saying? So, just get like a small plate in the middle or something. Other than that, look at me telling you. Actually, I've just realised something, man. I do this in a lot of videos. Look at me telling you what to do to your car. This is your car. Why are you going to listen to some big-headed little do you know what I mean? Like, physically, big head, do you know what I'm saying? But, I'm going to rephrase that. If it was my car, I would put the plate in the middle. But, you know, each to their own, innit? Other than that, the colour's really nice. I like this little side skirt extensions and that. Yeah, I think the wheel colour's cool. I just think it needs different wheels. Some big 5 spokes. Like X5 wheels, I feel like would look really good on this. Yeah, different wheels. Other than that, sick. So, this is one of the sicker cars I have on the list. I have, honestly, wait until I get in that bottom, yeah. I've got some like, cool-ass cars. I've just put all the cars I want to get rid of, if you know what I'm saying, because I've got so many of them first. So this is 4.R34. I really like this because he's sort of gone for like the GTR look on a 4-door, which is sick. Which is, what was it, Veilside Blue. Cool as, I'm guessing that's GTR front bumper in it. Don't know what wheels. To be honest with you, I really rate this. I do like it a lot. With the Skyline sort of scene, I do like this, you know, like the fast sort of ones, but I love the, like, you know, the just proper, like, if I say Jap body kit, you know what I'm saying, like proper skirts, like just, oh, that's what I, like with these sort of big body cars, that's what I'm about in it, like cool static ones. But with an R34, you can't really go for that look. I mean, you can, there's actually a few people I follow that do, and it's just ballsy. But if you sort of, with this sort of car and it, sort of like an OEM sort of look, kind of works as well. Not what I would personally do, but it does look clean as, really cool. I'm guessing they don't do this colour in a 4-door. If they do, someone let me know, because I actually have no idea. But no idea what engine. If it was mine, actually, one thing I would definitely do is go wingless. I feel like the wing looks a bit out of place. And yeah, wingless, and I think this car would just look pretty much 9 out of 10, to be fair. Like a solid 9. So, next up, back to my roots. This bag, Mark IV. Mess with this, to be fair. Thing's sick. Smooth rub strip, cool as. It's got a D-badge grille, and I think by the looks of things it's had the bonnet done legit. I can't tell because the photo's too blurry, but obviously you can get like a little infill and just stick it in, or you can actually weld a bit of metal in there. It looks like it's actually been welded, which is sick. I've got a lot of time for that. That's cool. I think the wheels, they're not my cup of tea, but they do work. I'm so picky with wheels, you'll get to know that, honestly, man. Like, you'll basically learn there's only one wheel I like. That basically gives a hint of what wheels I got for the 60, or getting, fingers crossed. But I fully mess with this. Stubby mirrors again. Black roof, that looks sick. It's got like a red steering wheel. I'd have to see the steering wheel, but I'm not a big fan. Unless it's like a wood. If it's like a red wood, that's sick. But you know they do like the red, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not like suede. Don't really like that. Feels one thing as well, yeah. I got a suede steering wheel for my Golf, and it was so funny. I put it in, and I was touching it, and it's like, it gave me goosebumps. So I was driving like this. I was like, because it just gave me goosebumps, so I had to change it for a level one. Funny story for you. So if I ever get a suede wheel, I'm going to have to get driving gloves. Imagine me in a Mark IV Golf coming past you in a 1.6 man with my brown driving gloves. Whee, my little goggles and that. Whee. But nah, other than that, I'm going to start giving a car, like, I might not do it for every car, but I'm going to try and give them a rating out of 10. I'm going to give this a solid 8.5, because it is cool, and it's red. Sick. So next up, we have this Fabia Estate. Now, it's different, because it's got like VRS bumpers, and that is a VRS bumper. It's made to look like a VRS. I wonder if it's got, do they do a PD130 Skoda Estate? Someone tell me. I don't really like the shape of the back, to be honest. I think the front looks cool, tinted lights cool. The wing looks battered though, or is that the bumper? Do be having kind of crashes though. The split is cool. At least you got the plate in the normal place, rather than people obviously, like I said, put plates on the side. Don't really mess with it. Wide mouth bumper. Obviously, I'm going to talk about the demon in the room. The thing is like 94 foot off the floor, so definitely drop that. Other than that, it's cool, innit? If it's actually got like the full VRS running gear, like, you know, the P130 and that, then I'll mess with this, to be fair. It's actually sick. So again, if the owner's watching this or anyone knows this car, let me know, because if it's got a, you know, if it has got the PD130 engine in it, then that's sick. And I also like the little, you know, black badge. I don't even think that's, I think it's just literally just painted, as in, it doesn't even look like there's a badge there, but so I might take that back. And the sun strip, you know, the wheels aren't the best, but they kind of work with it. I feel like maybe doing black, because you've obviously gone for like a murdered out sort of look. Murdered out. You've obviously gone for like, you know what I mean, like a blacked out sort of look. So yeah, black the wheels out, drop it, and I think this thing would, you know, be pretty sick. I hope that bottle hasn't been here the whole time. If it has, then I'll fully apologise, boys and girls. I think it might have been. Yeah, we have this TT. Now, never really been a fan of TTs, if I'm honest. The new ones, a lot of people are doing like static builds on the new ones, tucking like 21s, and that is a vibe. They do look sick, but the Mark ones, don't really mess with them, to be honest. It just looks like a BTEC R8, doesn't it? I'm gonna be honest. And it is, honestly, and I've heard this meme a few times, yeah, and it went into, I was working at DPD, yeah, and I went out for a day with a geezer. He told me he had a 7 Series, yeah, and I was like, E38s are like, for me, if they'd done a diesel one, I would have one now, and I honestly don't think I'd ever get rid of it. They are I love them, like a proper boat, so sick. He was like, yeah, I've got a V12 7 Series, and I was like, oh, so cool, rah, rah, rah. He then showed me a photo to find out it's the newer 7 Series, which looked awful, right? And he was like, yeah, then I had a midlife crisis and got, you know, an Audi TT, and I was like, I said to him, that's a bit gay, innit? He was like, oh yeah, but it was 3.2 convertible, and I was like, it doesn't make it any better, it's just still a TT in it. So yeah, don't really mess with them, to be honest. There's a few I've seen that look cool, but it's not really a yes from me, boys. I'm gonna be honest with you. And then, last up, we have this Dodge Charger, I think. I'm pretty certain it is. Owner is a really nice guy. The thing is so cool, to be fair. because you just do not see them. I've got an exhaust clip, which I'm going to put now, as long as it works. So, sounds pretty sick. I really like the white with the black stripes, proper just America sort of vibes in it, proper like V8, like whoa, because every V8 when they start in it, whoa, whoa, whoa. But nah, it is sick. I really like the colour. I would normally say I don't like the wheels, because obviously there's a new thing I say that about every car apparently, but they look American in it. They have like an American south to them, so yeah, it looks sick. Maybe it just needs to be a touch lower, but then American cars kind of suit being a bit higher. To be fair, this is sick. I'll probably give this 8 out of 10. That is the 10 for this video. I need to shoot because I meant to be somewhere an hour ago. But you're all legends. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said at the start, drop a like and comment what car was your favourite, and get involved. If you got a car which is modified and you want to be in a video, send me a photo on Instagram, N77BMX. I'll say it once more, N77BMX. Get involved. Drop me a photo and I'll add you to the list. You're all absolute legends. And obviously, like I said at the start, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. At 10,000 subscribers, I'm doing a massive burnout in my E36, so hit the subscribe button. You're all absolute legends. Thank you for watching. Peace.